Well, I've got another question, and it's from my good friend from secondary school, one of my best friends, Jamie Tidders. Says, hi, talk about your school days, favourite part of the drama practical. Wow, this might be a longer one. Um, School days, well, school days in general, for me, were quite sort of mixed. I had kind of mixed times at school. Some years were better than others. I would say year 7, my first year of secondary school, year 7, was horrendous. I came, obviously, I went to primary school in Grays, and most of my friends from that primary school all went off to the nearest secondary school that was William Edwards, and I went to Gable Hall, which was quite a bit further on. And I think it was just me and one other guy from primary school that went to Gable Hall. So I went there and I was so nervous, and I just thought, please, Dan, come on, just go there and make friends, because I had no choice. I had to go make new friends because all my friends from primary school, obviously, as I said, they all went off. So when I went there, I met a friend who I knew previously from being in the Cub Scouts when we were younger. And then, eventually got talking to people, and I made like a nice group of friends. And I'm going to come out and say, I didn't have the hugest group of friends around at school, but I was content. I felt, and I was grateful, because in my opinion, having a few friends is better than none. And even if you had one friend, it's better than none. And I'd say we weren't the cool kids at all. But I wouldn't say we were. I wouldn't say we were the sort of, the outcasts either. We were in betweeners. I guess we were in betweeners in a way. But year 7, yeah, year 7 generally wasn't a good year. Year 8 was fine, really. I think year 8 is probably they say it's the best year because year 8 is the one where there's no real exams. I think in year 7 you've got, they're called CATs. Year 9 you've got SATs, and obviously 10, 11 you've got GCSE. But year 8 is not too many, true important exams. I think maybe just the odd mock. Year 8 was okay. Year 9, I'd say, was my worst. Year 9 was my worst year. Because I'll come out and say it, people were downright horrible to me at times in year 9, at school. In school in general, there were a few people horrible to me, and I won't name names because these people that were horrible to me, I get along fine with now. And I'm pleased with that. What happened is in the past. I'm a forgiving guy. I forgive. And, there were some verbal things, there were some physical things, and everything just kind of, in year 9, it was so bad. Year 10 and 11 were my favourite years. I think people got started, as they were starting to get, older, the last couple of years, people matured and there wasn't as much problems. It wasn't perfect, there was a few problems, but not like the previous couple of years. But year 11 in particular is my favourite because, year 11 is when I really had a much bigger group of friends. Year 10 and 11 probably, yeah. I'd say year 9 onwards, actually. I did have a good group of friends in year 9 onwards. And we did have a lot of good times, good laughs. We always went and stayed in our little area. I think near that bench outside the Learning Resource Centre. Yeah, so I won't complain completely about school because it wasn't all bad, but it wasn't perfect either. Now the drama practical exam. Well, what can you say about that? I mean, the whole us dressing up as women thing. Basically, for those of you who don't know, me and 3 of my good friends were in a group for a drama GCSE because we all liked acting and things, and we got to pick what play we did. I think the teacher recommended this one called Bouncers, and it's basically in the play you kind of have to play, for half of it you're playing 4 big manly bouncers, and the other 4 you're in drag playing women. So we had to wear like these wigs. So the 3 of my friends were each in these like blonde wigs. And then you had me in this sort of black Amy Winehouse wig. Crazy, absolutely crazy, but very, very fun. Very fun. And I think we all did very well on that exam. I was nervous before that exam, but I was pleased with how it came out. And I've always said I wish, because I recorded it, and I wish I'd asked sooner for recording. It's probably long gone by now, but it would be great to see that and upload it to YouTube. But yeah, the drama practical exam was great. So school in general for me, nowhere near perfect, but not completely bad. But yeah, I'm grateful to all those that were my friends at school. And I'm even, pleased, like I said earlier, that although there was people there who I didn't get along with at all at the time, I speak to now absolutely fine and get along with like that. So, yeah, I'd say I would take this time to give some advice to people. If someone's being just a complete arse to you, I know it seems like you just don't want to do this at the time. I completely understand that, but in the future, try and forgive and forget if you can, because at the end of the day, life's too short for arguments and bickering and things like that. And there comes a point when you leave school and you hit college that you just realize, what was the point? In the last 5 years, what was the point in all this? You know, what is the point in all these people bullying one another, and what's the point in you know going home every day crying your eyes out? Although it's hard at the time, it is, but trust me, you will get through it, and there are better years ahead of you. So yeah, I just had time to just give people chin up thing. Everyone's having that sort of trouble right now, but yeah, that's just a bit about